towers that Skipper discovered on the moon. But I know that those are sculptures. They look like structures, but they're not. They're sculptures. See, look at that. Ah, it's a freaking hand right there. Look. You can see the outlines. Thumb. Just keep repeating, look. That's a hand like that. And you see the other finger like that. And the other one. It just he didn't understand what this was. So look at the fingers right there, protruding from one side. It's that geometry is on every which way. That's what's so difficult to decipher. And it comes this way, look, it goes the same thing. Just keep on, it blends in every which way that you look at it. Look, it goes diagonal. It comes this way too. Opposite. It's just that it's not easy to change their view of somebody that is entrenching in thinking that this is alien, that the moon is full of alien buildings. None of that is true. It's all a sculpture that give you the illusions of structures. I can prove every single word that I say. Look, there is that look like a building, so it isn't really a finger, but it's really a finger with hands grabbing it sideways like that. You can see the fingernails perfectly. If that wasn't true what I'm saying, how come the geometry, the outlines that I'm making match that was there physically? Look, there's the fingernail from the index, and then there is a thumb here. But it just become another hand or bunch of different hands in every which way. You can see it right here. I keep repeating, but not. So one hand is just part of another, which is part of another and another, and then before you know it, it's a freaking spaghetti bowl. See, look, they all do the same thing like that. Like they're grabbing something. Then it comes from the top, it comes the same way, but in a different direction. Look, you can see one right here. Look, right there. This one is the clearest. Look. The middle, the green, the pinky. And then there's the thumb right there. And the fingernail, the thumb. The fingernails on all those fingers. See, that's a hand. I mean, no matter how you look at it, it's always the same geometrical deal. And some are so bright, they look like they have their own light. In fact, the moon produces its own light. It doesn't need the sunlight to reflect it. It produces its own light. It's electromagnetic energy is in it. I mean, it doesn't know any impact created by a million years. None of that is true. What NASA keep telling us and all these idiots. All those are impact created, really hexagonal shape with all this structure going in, out, and around. Oh, come on, man, you can't keep saying that stupid lie. I don't know who believes that anymore. That look like a tower. It does. But when you see how it's made, immediately you have to see that it's part of the terrain, that it's not a tower, it's something that made to look like a tower. It's just the picture has been cut, obfuscated right there. You see it in a straight line, it's just to confuse the person. That's why Skipper got confused, thinking that this was just a straight tower and freestanding. None of this is freestanding. You can see the outline right there. I mean, I can prove it, man. These are all sculptures. And they are, the back side of it is always it's protruding from the ground out. And in fact, it turns crystalline and becomes part of a space. This turn into space, what we think is a space. These structures are none of them. There is a crystalline deal going on there that is some kind of energetic thing. That's why the astronaut turning translucent, because that's what that physics is there. This is difficult, man, for people to grasp. Oh, it was for me. Look, the so-called towers. No, the picture have been outlined in a straight line to delete it. But it's not like that. This thing is protruding from the ground out. And you can see how it reflects. It's highly reflective too. But you can see that the line from the ground continues into the surface of this thing. Like that. I mean, the geometry is so perfect, man, that you will not find an error anywhere here. It's always making the shape of a hand grabbing something. That's all I can show. I keep revisiting all these images that I already seen before, because once I discovered that geometry, I went back to see if he holds, it's sure enough, it holds the same, that's what it is. It's just that NASA deleted, the asshole that controls the information deleted this deal, but you can see that the blurring extends sideways into some areas, and that's because these are hands. They probably have to know. Ali, if I discover that and I am nobody, shit, they have to know that the same truth. There they are, in a panoramic view. You can see the so-called see how they blur the living crap out of it. But still you can make out what's there. It's all sculptures. None of that is buildings, and they look like buildings. It's all made to believe. A sculpted deal. I mean, you can see in the terrain the outline perfectly. Look, right there. You can see how the whole thing is fabricated in this one solid piece, essentially. Look, right there, it's all blurred to death. And look, on the smaller size, look, there's a finger here, there's a finger here, another finger here. You can see the fingernail right there, too. Look. I mean, I'm not making this thing up, man. This is there. It's just that, like I said, people don't know none of that. They cannot put together that alignment of these geometrical shapes. Why do you think the pictures always look like it's on a downhill deal? Like this is a slope, always a slope, and then the backside of this is attached to, it's just, that is protruding from the ground out, like that. There's some kind of reality there on the moon that it's difficult to pinpoint why the deal is like that. It's because we are in a structure, and the structure, it creates certain illusions that I doubt that anything is rotating like we think it is. I think it's just vibrating, and it gives the illusion of being rotating, and it's mostly electromagnetic energy is what's keeping us, and not the so-called gravity. Gravity might be a byproduct of that, but the main thing is electromagnetism. It's just that we just are so short. Golly, our mind is just no, we've been groomed not to think. Look, the panoramic view of that area. Look at that. More of the same panoramic view type. He put buildings, building here, building there, but I'm telling you, when you look at the entire place, the geometry, it's none of that. It's just a make-believe deal. Maybe one civilization where that moon was first, because that moon came from somewhere else. That moon is not from this solar system. That moon was built somewhere else, was there for a long time, and then they brought him here. God brought him here, or the conscious, and whatever. And you can see the outlines of hands in this thing, and this is an enormous fingernail next to another one, and they subdivide. Look, I even make an eye right there. Look at that eye.